Peace, love, and blessings, fam. Johnny Sally, with day number 45 of Wisdom of the Ages by Wayne W. Dyer. If you've missed the previous recordings, you can catch them on TikTok or YouTube at Loyalty Life, spelled L-Y-F-E, Legacy, LLC. Day number 45, work. When you work, you are a flute through whose heart the whispering of the hours turn to music. To love life through labor is to be intimate with life's inmost secret. All work is empty save when there is love, for work is love made visible. Khalil Gibran. Lebanese mystic poet, dramatist, and artist Khalil Gibran lived in the United States after 1910. If I were pressed to put down in percentages what part of me is visible and what part is invisible, I would divide myself up this way: 1% visible, 99% invisible. This is my conclusion based on the ancient biblical reminder, as you think, so shall ye be. Our thoughts, that invisible part of our humanity, determine everything about our physical, visible self, which is the major chunk of our earthly existence. Here also is the invisible domain. Rests the part of us that is real, the aspect which we may think of as the soul, or the eternal self that resists change, the death-defying aspect of oneself. Take a few moments right now to think of yourself in this way. Contemplate yourself as 1% material and 99% spirit. Now, with this image in place, remind yourself that all of our actual working represents only a small portion of that 1%. Perhaps less than 1/4 of 1% of our total humanity is invested in the actual physical activity called work. But our thoughts about work represent the larger portion of our humanity. Our thoughts, the soul, derived from the 99%, are always with us. To spend our life energy over our chosen work, immersing our soul in displeasure, anger, and frustration here in the material realm of existence is to have our priorities completely reversed. If we are 99% invisible, then this is the place where love ought to rule supreme. Your thoughts about the work you are doing are 99% of who you truly are. When you hate your work, 99% of your human essence is directed to 1% of your total humanity. These thoughts originate in the realm of yourself, where feelings of inner peace reside. Khalil Gibran calls this life's inmost secret. If you do not love what you do and do what you love, you have chosen mayhem over music. If you do not love what you do and do what you love, you have chosen mayhem over music. Say that again. If you do not love what you do and do what you love, you have chosen mayhem over music. There's absolutely no excuse for continuing in a state where you are not doing what you love and loving what you do. You have two simple choices: change what you are doing and embrace something that you love, or change how you feel about what you are currently doing to reflect the love that you want to dominate your life. To continue without making either of these choices is to sacrifice the major part of your life for the purpose of satisfying less than 1% of your humanity. When you are born into this world, your work is born with you. You have been made for some particular work, and the desire for that work was put into your heart at the moment you showed up here. If you are unable to feel connected to that purpose because you have opted to do something that you don't love, regardless of how all that got started or what keeps you there today, you can benefit greatly by listening to the poetic advice of the great Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran. Whatever risks are involved, your humanity, your soul itself, is at stake. I know how easy it is to reject this advice. We all can find many practical and solid reasons for being unable to do what we love. But the message of the poet will never be silenced. All work is empty save where there is love. If you want to feel empty and sacrifice the music of your soul in non love every day in the name of practicality, then you have made a choice to abandon your specific purpose in life. But if you want to feel at work as if you are a flute through whose heart the whispering of the hours turns to music, I invite you to shift around your inner perceptions about why you are working in the first place. Your first answer is most likely to do with making money. My apologies. Your first answer is most likely to do with making money. You think you must do what you've been trained to do, or what you've always done to keep the money flowing. I ask you to challenge this conclusion by recognizing it as a dictate of your cultural conditioning. I suggest that you shift to doing first and foremost what you love, what your soul prompts you to do, and see if the money doesn't follow. In the ancient Hindu holy scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells his student Arjuna, while the unwise works for the fruits of their actions, the wise offer all results of their action to me. The message is that in work, do what you enjoy, what you love, and let the universe take care of the details. Know in your heart that doing what you love and loving what you do is far superior to loving what you may produce or the compensation you receive for your labor. Read Gibran's advice and contemplate the joy and playfulness in what he offers. You are a flute, and your work is love made visible. The more you blur the line between work and play, the more you follow the poet's advice. I personally make no distinctions between my work and my play. I hardly know which is which. I pursue my own vision through whatever I do, and I leave others to determine whether I am working or playing. As I write, I feel joy for I am doing what I love. Whether it is work or play, I simply cannot decide. The same is true when I speak, play tennis, or romp with my children. I always seem to be doing both work and play. Indeed, work is love made visible. I can offer no more powerful advice than Gibran provides. Do what you love what you do. It is a choice you can make, beginning now. To do so, try these suggestions. 1. Make a conscious decision to stop finding fault with your daily work activity. Practice being grateful for the opportunity to work. Send love to each person you encounter, and make being joyful a deliberate act on your part, regardless of how it is received by others. Take the risk to make a major change, regardless of your age or seniority. Decide what you most enjoy doing in your life, regardless of whether it is dancing, gardening, writing, or working crossword puzzles. Then devise a plan to make this activity your work/play regimen for a week or two. Before long, you will have overcome your cultural conditioning that says that work is what you have to do, and that it is a laborious and dull activity in order to pay the bills. Shift to the lesson that Khalil Gibran wrote for you. Work is love made visible. Number 2. When you do decide to do what you love and love what you do, let go of your temptation to anticipate disaster. Stay focused on your purpose and the joy of living there, and refuse to allow other thoughts to interfere with your vision. Remember, the love you feel for what you do is a thought. 3. When you are inspired in your work, everything seems to fall into place. You don't focus on lack of money, being tired, or hungry. Your inspiration alone seems to make everything you need show up right on schedule, as if the divine creator of all were right there with you, guiding you along. The word inspire originates from in spirit. Indeed, when you are inspired, you are in bliss as you are working with and for spirit. 4. Work can be thought of as the daily chores of your life. Practice loving thoughtfulness in every so called chore of your day. Notice spirit, life, soul, the 99% of you that is invisible as you sweep, make a bed, shop, pick up a pencil, and so on. Your loving attention directed toward every physical movement you make is a beautiful and practical way of loving your life through your labor. Now, because we live and raw and direct, I received a call while I was recording this the first time, and I wasn't going to stop it, but something told me to. It was one of my coworkers, hence work, and we were told not to go back to work for the time being. So, guess I will be expanding into another field of work at this time. I guess it's time to start loving what I do and doing what I love. And do you see how beautiful? Everything aligns and falls into place because day in and day out, me reading this book has definitely aligned with every aspect of my life and the doors that are being opened as well as being closed. Now I have more time to meditate. Now I have more time to spend with my children. Now I have more time to go live and play sound bowls. Now I have more time to invest in the things that I may have been neglecting. I don't know how long this will be, but something's definitely going to have to shift soon because, that monthly holiday that comes around every first is not going to stop. So, just as I express to you certain things, I'm having to express and accept myself what I just read about loving what I do and doing what I love. It may take a moment to build up to it, but hey, everything happens for a reason, and I am so in tune with going with the flow of life. And I don't mean just willy-nilly bouncing around, no. I'm accepting the guidance that is leading me in certain directions that I might have overlooked or neglected. And in doing so, in being obedient, more has been given to me. And with more being given to me, there has been more responsibility. And when there is more responsibility, there is more of a reason as to why you strive and do all of the things that you do, no matter what it is that you're doing in life. Many of us work because we have to pay bills. Many of us work because we have to take care of children. Many of us work because we have to take care of ourselves. Maybe at one day we can get to the point on this planet where we don't have to work so much and we can just enjoy living and being, because everything sustains itself anyway. We're the ones that are draining the planet dry because, humans be humaning. And earthling humans definitely be earthling humaning. My galacticus brothers and sisters know what that means. So, now I'm in a point of pondering. I'm going to relax for a little bit, take care of the personal things I need to. I'm not even going to stop doing or planning anything that I had planned out. Why? Because everything always is divinely orchestrated to where I don't stress. I couldn't find my wallet the other day. I didn't stress about it. I saw where I missed the guidance that would have allowed me to find my wallet. I called that location. Somebody had turned it in. So just know that as long as you're being obedient and that you are operating in the highest capacity of intuitive appreciation, everything's always going to work out. So guess I'll be keeping y'all posted on this. Somebody told me earlier what made me start vlogging, and I didn't even see this as a vlog, but it looks like it's starting to be. I'm appreciative either way. Appreciative for you for being here, more so for yourself than anything else. I ask that you walk in love, walk in light, walk in peace, and know that you are loved.